lucid lovers, me and you, a deal of matchless value. I was always quick to admit defeat, empty statements of both me, and my heart is shook with fear. I'm a coward behind a shield and spear. Take this sword and throw it far. Let it shine under the morning star. Why am I am the Antichrist, falling from the sky with grace into your arms rain. One for my heart and two for sure. Three tears for all the souls below. One day return them into figures. Burn them all with all my faith.
All right, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing good. You should hopefully have Darkmoor Fitness Week. That's what it looks like schedule wise. If you see a message on like PC or like on the Twitter account talking about maintenance, 9 out of 10 that's what's gonna happen and get released. I'll say within the next 2 days we'll get that message talking about it's gonna shut down for a couple hours in the middle of the night, usually like 2 a.m. to 3 a.m. and then they'll come back on like 3 to 4 hours later. And then the update should be out, you know. CK, what's up? How you doing today? Welcome to the stream, bro. Hope you all doing good. Yeah, so I'll just end the Beastmoon area. I'll go back there for you. Let me just check on my C's real quick. But essentially, you get this by crafting, and there's multiple stages to the gear, right? I'm gonna show you the stages. I just had to get these real quick so I can plant more. Like the seeds I just collected, or the plants I just collected, those are Beastmoon seeds. And those obviously go towards the Beastmoon event and collecting stuff to make certain gear, right? Like, so I'm gonna go back to the vendor to show you exactly how to go through it. Now it will take a minute. Like all we got now is like 14 hours left in this week. And I think Beastmoon won't come back for another 2 weeks. Around 2 weeks-ish. Cause they have Mayhem, then they have Hunt. Then they skip one cycle, then they bring back Mayhem. So you probably won't get this for a whole nother 2 to 3 weeks, most likely. During the event. So it's best to kind of stock up on seeds while not in the event. Because that's another way to keep the reagents flowing, right? So I'm gonna go here now, okay? And I'm gonna go to the vendor for you. Because the robe is a really nice style, just a lot of people don't really know how to get it or don't want to invest into getting it, right? So you go here, you go to crafting. Oh no, my bad, not crafting. You go to recipe, go to robes, then you just find the one you want. I think it's called Vulcans, right? Now, as you see here, you just need regular thread, elemental thread, fire thread, which I think was the hardest for me to get personally. Then you need the needles, right? The needles are only given through the event. You can't get those from the seeds or anything. They're just given through you playing through, right? As you see here, I'm about to get some more of the needles, right? You can't buy them. And again, they don't drop the seeds. You have to complete this bar up to this point. You can do it on multiple characters. That's what I did to get so many. Is that I'll just mark them off on so many different characters to where it will just, I'll just be able to get a whole bunch. And since I made the robe, I kind of been chilling ever since then, so I didn't need much. Oh, cool. Thank you, CK. Riley. Yeah, what's up? So, right? you need thread, you need needles and threads, and then you need the previous robe, right? So it goes to scorching, right? So before you can even make that, you need to make the scorching robe, right? But before you can even make scorching is the second to last step, which is very similar. The last one just have gold on it, right? But if you look to this one, the scorching, you need the fiery robe or the fury robe, right? So you need to go all the way back here to this one. It's a simpler version. Now you need to go to simmering. As you see, all these are the same, except for they're less of a requirement through each tier, right? The more you go up in tiers, the more it requires. This only requires 6 for this tier compared to like all the way up to Vulcan, which is like all the way up to 24, right? So now what you need to do is go all the way, I think it was simmering next. Hold on. Simmering, which is here. Simmering is the first step, right? Simmering, you can just make basic right off the back, and you can pretty much make it really simple. It's a really simple one to make. So you go to, I think, simmering, then it's the scorching. No, it's my bad. It's simmering, number 1, you have to make, and then you have to make the fury one, right? And you got to get 6. Now you need 6 needles. I recommend doing Beastmoon on multiple characters. You don't need a plant on every single character. You can just do the event on every single character if you can, just to make sure you get enough needles, because they don't drop any other way. So first I have to buy the other robes to get the good one. Yes, because it's tiers, right? So you have to get the base one, and then you got to get the step above that, and then the step above that, and above that. You can buy all the recipes, but instead of making it, you need to have the robe before it. Right, so you have to make this one. I need to make the simmering, and then I need the rest of these reagents to make this robe, and then after that I need to make the scorching from the previous one, right? It requires a little bit more reagents, and then finally I can make the Vulcans, which cost the most. Again, you can get threads through the beast mode events like Hunt and Mayhem, or you can get them through your plants, and I recommend playing beast mode as much as you can, so you can at least get enough reagents to make the plants. You can also, in the recipe section, in the crafting, I mean, you get the seeds. They're not even there, my bad. Yeah, just say in recipes. You go here, and you can buy the recipe for these seeds, right? I just bought majority of them, not Life and Moon, because I'm not spiritual, I'm just elemental. So you want to buy the fire seed, the ice, elemental, regular beast moon balance, stuff like that. And you see they cost moonstone to make them. The regular beast moon seed just requires just the regular hunter moonstone, which is very common, super common. You get those all the time. That's why I got 700 of them. And then you get other type of moonstones and stuff throughout you playing the game, and you just planting in general and getting thread. And the more specific seeds you get, like elemental, it will just branch off to just getting either fire, storm, or ice, which betters your chances of getting fire thread. Then you can really get fire thread by just getting the fire moon seed, where that will just drop that automatically. That'll be one of the hardest to get since it's so specific. You need just the fire moonstones. For me, it was just hard to get fire moonstones. I don't know why. But I used to always get like ice and then storm and stuff like that, like all the time. But yeah, just make sure you get enough seeds. Then you come here. This is where you craft the seeds. You craft every single one of them, and then you be able to plant them. You have one planter. They'll give you one planter when like you're starting off. You get up to, I think, 3 planters. The more you play Beast Moon, they'll give you more. Anthony, how you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, man. Make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't already. I really appreciate y'all tonight. Hope y'all doing good. Either I get the recipes. Yeah, you get them all at the same time if you want. The recipes do cost Lunari, which can be a bit expensive to get like the recipes, but it's like 75 for them if you want to learn this. And seeds are like 150. The seeds cost more to learn, or at least buy the recipes. So you gotta play Beast Moon a lot. Beast Moon is a mode you have to play heavy to be able to get the stuff you want. And there's another side of Beast Moon where you got leveled up forms. But if you just care about the gear, I just explained all the gear. Just heavily grind out Beast Moon. It took a while for me to get this robe, probably around 3 weeks or so, on Beast Moon weeks, around 3 weeks, and I just kept planting in the time that it wasn't available. It took a while, but when you have it, and you're super happy that you got it. And I'm so glad I have it because it's one of the best, I think, robes in the game in general. Definitely the design of it is nice. I even think it's like the design is nice for all the schools. It's one of the very few articles of clothing I wear with actual like the school logo on it. Because I don't really care for gear that has the school logos. But this is one piece I actually do like. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, it's easy top 10. Everybody do some Beastmoon. Beastmoon matches have been absolutely terrible. I've been having bad teammates. Just being honest. Terrible. Bad. Slash. What's up, bro? My favorite mount would be the Road Warrior Chopper. This is my favorite one. I like this one. I crafted at home after the recipe. Well, no, you crafted there in the spot. You just gotta come here to craft the seeds. Christy, I appreciate that. You're awesome. Thank you. Appreciate the gift. Thank you for the TikTok gift. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Yeah, like you just craft it here. This is the only where you can craft seeds. You can craft the robe itself at home if you have the crafter. But if you want to make the seeds, this is the only place where you can make it. And this is always available. You don't need to wait for Beastmoon for the seed thing to be here. The seed thing will always be here. All the time. Go to bands. My Wiz is gonna be stacked. Oh, okay. What's up, Junie? Gonna be Rose. Gonna be Jones. Taking a while to find a match. What's this? Oh, I had to check my forums. I want to study some other forums, bro. Also, I recommend if you're let's say you're max level, right? Be ready for Darkmoor to be a Rochambeau based world. And you don't know what Rochambeau is that style where you had to hit certain conditions and stuff when you're doing the Novus final fight. And Beastmoon like event and PvP like where you have to hit certain conditions to do more damage and stuff like that. That's how that world of Darkmoor is going to operate. So just be heads up on that. Yo, chat, I want to get somebody that had a Colossus that was tier freaking 4 or level 4, and that junk threw me off so freaking bad because they got an elf. I never upgraded or leveled up to tier 4, right? But what this does, it does 150 damage, and if you have less than 50% health, it will give that person a dispel. It does the same damage as the regular shock, the system shock snake, except for this just stuns, but this gives the dispel. But it's just the fact that you have more hits in your freaking arsenal. One thing that's kind of hit or miss with Beastmoon too is that not everybody's on an equal playing field. They're just not. Especially if people invest into a form, it is unfortunate. Somebody's always at a disadvantage when it comes to Beastmoon. That's just kind of how it is. Because not always an equal playing field. And it takes so much to tier up a form compared to leveling up a form. Level ups aren't permanent, but tiers are permanent. Which is, I guess, cool. Tiers are good though, because like they give you more. But they both give you like slots. But again, levels are just temporary. Tiers are permanent. Levels just go away after every update. Essentially, some spells need shields, blades, or various. Oh, there we go. Various different buffs in order to make a certain hit or do more damage. I just got back into Wiz yesterday. I'm level 78 Storm Wizard with Tempest and Sirens to use. They're the best. Still the same. Tempest is based off pips. So depending on how your pips are, Tempest will be the way to go. Sirens is flat damage. The more pips you have, the stronger the Tempest. They're both still really good spells for that level. You miss Wiz so much. Get back to the game. I forgot to put this on Twitter, the Bird app or the X app. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. All right, there we go. See how this goes, chat. Christy, I appreciate the dolphin, the rose. Thank you. Y'all about to see some Beastmoon. You never played Beastmoon before. It's kind of fun. It's rage inducing. I know that. I'll be getting pissed off every damn day when I play Beastmoon. I played it this morning, which was my first mistake because I had sweaty teammates or teammates just didn't know what they were doing. And they get kind of annoying after a while, right? We actually trying to do something productive. I try to have fun nevertheless. I also have a bunch of spells that like turn me into a tree or ogre. Do you use those? No, those are pointless. They're trash spells. Why do we have a life elf? Life elf is kind of a bad form. Or at least every time I see a life elf, they just do terrible. Life rat is the way to go. I don't see why they gotta, I don't know. I ain't gonna question it too much. Okay, good luck. I actually wonder how good this person fights. Oh, are they a throwing team? Oh my gosh, all right. It's a throwing team. Good to know. Throwing team. You're just gonna flee. Yep, all right. We got one of them. It doesn't happen often. I'm getting my Beastmoon points, bro. Some people get annoyed when they do it. But I'm not gonna be too mad because I'd rather have other team that's throwing compared to my team that's throwing. I had a person that threw earlier. Chat, ain't gonna lie, I reported them. I ain't gonna lie. Chat, I'm usually not that person though, right? I'm usually not. But that just pissed me off so bad. Cause we had a chance of winning and then that person, first off, wasn't communicating with the team at all. And then he'll just purposely just flee battle as soon as he got into them, just throwing. Yeah, I had to report him. I had to. It was done. I think my whole team did. No, we're not doing that. Especially since he was fighting at the beginning. Like, he was actually trying to win. And then he just, I guess, gave up or some crap. I don't know. It was weird. Name, I think, was Flint something. What's good about doing Beastmoon? Been playing for years, never touched it. It just gives certain gear, like certain robes and stuff, if you care about the design. Game. Quickest W. That was probably the quickest W I had, yeah. Got that. That was how many? 4? Yeah. We're gonna run it back since none happened. Sorry I started the stream late, chat. 11? Oh, he's still in the match. Oh, shoot. You out? There you go. Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Turn that sound up. Then I got max TCs. I do. Sell a couple of them. Yeah, I can't wait for Darkmoor, bro. Also, I put all of the gameplay from the live streams when I'm playing the test rooms into a playlist on the channel. So if you was curious or want to see the full playthrough and my reaction to the stuff, they're all there. I made the playlist today. It's on the page, on the YouTube channel. Eden, appreciate the rose. Thank you. How you doing today, Eden? How you doing? Yo, I just got the Death Seas Finder on my pet. Should I start over? Yeah. That's crazy. Appreciate the high bear as well. Thank you. Do you think it's worth buying all the worlds with crowns or just membership? Membership. You're not gonna go to every single area. Waste of money. And you just get more benefits for being a member. There's more benefits. You're not gonna go back to like 80% of these areas. Yeah, you're just not. I mean, I guess if you make like multiple characters, you'll technically go through all the areas again. But like on this wizard, I don't go to the majority of those areas anymore because I'm done with them. There's no point. War fire and then mounts to the flame. That new update is gonna be fun, chat. I asked KI a question. They said they're looking into the whole training point system. Like when I asked them, it was during their like live streams on Twitch, and I just asked like, "Yo, have y'all talked about the training point situation?" They're looking into it. So we just gotta see what happens. Cause I know people are very concerned about how training points are gonna work with this new update because they added so many more spells with the same amount of like training points, or just a couple more training points, which is not enough. So they're gonna look into it. Lots of ice and storm. Where on their team? Dang! Oh, no, I capitalized on ice. That's fine. I'll probably get worked by a storm though. I usually get storm character, that's why I was like, ooh, ice. But I'll probably be fine. Waterworks gear worth farming? Yes, it is, absolutely. You can wear that to like low 100. I don't know, I don't play Fortnite. Dun, 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 dun. Got it. Now we're moving over. Wish me luck, chat. Ooh, chess. You know what? No, son. Oh, it's the same team. I'm sick. It's the same team. Oh, Beastmoon's fun today. Beastmoon's hella fun today. How exciting. When does Wizard101 look like this? Since forever. I mean, this particular world like dropped how many years ago, chat? Like 3, 4? 3 to 4? Yeah, like 4 years ago. It is a waste of coins though. I did waste my coins. I wasted like 10 coins. I need to get those tickets, bro. I never seen it. This is Lemuria. This is the Lemuria. I'm just gonna get chests at this point, cause just get the coins up. Get my money up, not my funny up. Lemuria is a pretty solid world. I say solid like 8 out of 10. It's really good. This is the area called the Heap. Word of advice for starting wizards: have fun. Pick whatever school you want to pick. That sounds preachy, but it's the fact. Sell items you don't need in the bazaar. When you start hitting level 15-ish, buy the same deck twice. You'll want to have one deck. It's a video on my page somewhere. Where I think I probably pinned it to the top. But essentially, one deck will be for minions, one deck will be for bosses. The only difference between the two decks is the boss deck will have a few more cards, like a few more heavy hitters. But the main thing you just want to remember, sell stuff you don't need. This is like news for people that level 30 and under, like level 30 and less. When you hit level 30, play Waterworks, not Waterworks. Do the dungeon Mount Olympus. If you need XP, do major dungeons twice, because you get the full XP the first time, then the second time you get half the XP of the main amount. So you can run dungeons twice to get a good amount of XP. Yeah, just have fun and do Mount Olympus when you hit level 30. That's the main stuff. When like you're below level 30. Because all of Arc 1 is a tutorial. Bosses don't cheat like that. Chrissy, I appreciate the let them cook. Most bosses don't cheat when you're in the first 5 worlds. I'm just gonna be honest. It's all a tutorial. Until you hit like Celestia or Grizzleheim's Winter Tusk, you're good. And the game not complicated. Pretty simple. How do I increase my health? I'm level 11. Buy new gear. You can buy gear from the bazaar or just check your backpack right now to see what gear is better for you. But usually the bazaar has decent gear for your level or across the board. I recommend going to the bazaar pretty often. Let's see what happens. Yeah, just check the bazaar. See what gear is there. And sell the gear you don't need. Always sell the gear you don't need. That is some advice I have. Save your training points. Don't waste your training points. If you're not the deaf school, you want to learn Feint from the deaf class. Or deaf school. That's one of the most important spells in the entire game. What that spell does, it gives a 70% trap on your enemy, but give you a 30% trap in the trade-off. Which is still to this day, max levels like myself still use. Get the most useful cards ever. And it's given by the deaf school. So if you're not a deaf wizard, just make sure you save your training points and learn that. And when you go to Krakatopia, make sure when you questing and get to the balanced school, make sure you learn from the balanced tree, the blade, your particular blade, and your particular trap. When you get to Krakatopia. Sound good? What's the team looking like? Okay, like an actual team. So I actually have to buy stuff now. Will I die? Most likely. But we'll see how it is. But all that advice helps. Never done Beastmoon. How does it work? You take a form. You take a monster form, and this version is PvP, so you have to use certain certain cards that have certain conditions and certain gambits to win against your opponent. On the top left, if you look at the YouTube page, you see the full screen. But there's a wheel, a Rochambeau wheel, where essentially certain schools are better than others. So fire gets a boost on ice, ice gets a boost on storm, and storm gets a boost on fire. Life gets a boost on myth, myth gets a boost on death, and death gets a boost on life. And in that circle, some are it just develops, you know. I'm seeing what's better than others, or at least what has a better advantage over others due to how those schools operate. I'm blue team. I didn't remember that. Ativius? Staff and deck? I'm not sure what that set is. Is that something you just found in the bazaar? The Darkmoor still? Nah, I'm in Beastmoon. They're probably gonna fight that eye. There better be gang war in that eye. I'm gonna head over there. How you doing? Hi. Hope you're doing good. Darkmoor will be out sometime this week. Should be at least. Should be out soon. Test room's done. So usually when test room's done, they're pretty much ready to release on the uploaded world. Just get them like, I say Tuesday to Wednesday. I'll be surprised if it take them a whole nother week. But sometime this week will be fine. They're probably gonna fight us. I see a pig back there. He probably waiting for his friends. I'm gonna try to just stay at a 2v2. A game of that. This is Beastmoon special event. It ends in like 13 hours. It comes out every 2 weeks. Capturing a star. We're capturing a star. We need top 3 schools. Fire, Death, and Storm. The Storm and Death can switch, however. But those are my top 3. Fire, Storm, and Death. Oh, they already got 3 for that fight. Red is capturing Sun. What? Oh no, wait. Red team takes Sun. So they're all at Sun. Alright. Everybody want to relocate to I. I might meet them at I. It'd be weird they go to Moon. Why they going to Moon? Ah, shoot, he's gonna start. Any advice when I start Kragotopia? Just play the same. Nothing really changes. The only thing that changes, like, just look into some gear. It's really the only thing. You know what? We fighting. That's fine. Yeah, everything's pretty much the same. Just you could buy the same type of deck and have like a. Oh my goodness, it's bad. We gotta try to kill the elf first, but I just don't know how good it's gonna be because I just pulled bad cards. I'm sorry. Let's see how this goes. He's probably gonna stun me or stun you, Coda. I don't know. Probably gonna stun me with Thor's hammer. Yeah. Oh no, lightning bats. I'm fighting against a storm. That sucks. He gets boost damage on me. Oh yeah, you want to learn your blades, your element. Like, what school are you? Depending on your school, you want to learn the elemental or spiritual blades from the Kragotopia tree. Fire sounds fun. Love fire. What quest is this? It's a special event called Beastmoon. I can summon a minion. It's gonna hurt, bro. Jesus, he's gonna hit something devious. I just know it. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. Huh? What? I don't get it. Why are you trying to take him out first? Is he deaf? Caleb, what's up, bro? You gonna do that? We didn't need Loki just flat damage, bro. I'm gonna do this. My minion's gonna do that. It might be a loss here, but it is what it is. Might be a loss. Next round, I'll do Mounts of the Flame hit. Oh yeah, well, you don't need to wait online for Darkmoor on that. You can just wait for the alert. Just turn on Twitter notifications. He just gave him another one. Jesus. All right. There we go. I'm gonna die here, but it's fine. I might just should have sent the other hit. What am I doing? Actually, no, it's a condition spell. If I get to survive, I could do a good hit. Oh, that's fun. 300. 225. Sucks. Wish. He goes first, I'm dead. Yep. GG's. How do you get that wand? Well, over it. I'm in Beastmoon, so it is the form I'm taking right now. I mean, I'm badge collecting while I wait. I had to defeat like 150 goblins with Wisteria earlier. Oh, you're a badge collector. Okay. Yeah, tough matchup. Tough matchup. He played good defending. He was outbeat by that. Bum 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 bum. Trying to get the Gratopia. I prefer getting a membership than the crowns, to be honest. What the heck? Oh, that don't matter. It's overtime hit. Overtime don't. No. Overtime dots don't work. Now, overtime dots do work. You just can't die while having overtime. Like, you can't die and then get an overtime dot. It won't do nothing. You need a initial heal in Beastmoon. Compared to the other way around. What school is the best at 170 PvE? Def is really good. Solo wise. I'll say Def. What Def? Storm, Fire? Probably Def. Def is the best for solo. Def is really good. We're losing. Oh, yeah, I can't even see it. My bad. 53 to 11. It's rough out here, chat. Oh, they're about to fight. The pig's right there. Why are we not capping anything? Any plans today other than Beastmoon? Probably some work after stream. I ain't gonna stream for too long. Not too long. It's because I think Wiz was messing up earlier, and then my internet messing up at the same time. How dominated we cap 1? They have 4. Oh yeah, they're in voice chat. That's why. They're in voice chat together. Moon. And you have no pips. Not mad. Oh wait, the moon is cooked. Don't you worry about it, Play. Don't you worry about it. Oh, the slowest movement to moon I've ever seen. And I guess just... Oh, you're so smart. Oh no, he did it to me. Yeah, he was just trying to kill me off. That's fine. That's fine. What is this? Oh, flat damage. He's dead. They're like 275, yeah. I don't think my pig can win against the ice pig. I don't think so. But I wish him luck. Wish her luck. Yeah, I don't have much money. What about you, Caleb? Bum, bum, bum. If you're in my chat, how many of y'all are console players? I'm curious. I think a decent amount of console players. I'm pretty sure the likes. Definitely. If you can't win, flee. I mean... You're a console player? Nice. Did they flee? I don't know. I don't know what my team yapping about. Like, what's Aaron talking about? I don't know. Aaron's killing me. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's important. I'm not gonna make a console. Like, I mean, I did make a console account, but I'm not gonna invest into it. Cause I already got a PC one, so there's no point. I mean, you might win this, to be honest, if you play your cards right. And don't run out of cards. That did 0 damage, right? I mean, they got a lot of pips, though. They might just hit you with the freaking squid. I guess I'll go to freaking sun. Actually, no, I'll stay here. Okay, this place got to be defended after somebody loses. Ah. That hurt. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. They work tomorrow. They probably work tomorrow. But I need to check something. All right. No! Got a code. Probably be reused with something that says 25 though, because the year 2025. And they lost. It's okay. We'll fight for Joanna. I don't like this matchup though. Oh my god. Oh, I don't have a pip. Frig, I'm stupid. I'm fleeing. Flee! I'm like, oh my god. Why am I such an idiot? I was sitting there like I had a pip the whole time. I'm fleeing. Frick, I'm done. It is what it is. Did I throw? Kinda. Freak that. I love it. Stunned. Overtime? Yeah. W Ray. I can't wait for Wednesday personally. Wednesday gonna be fire, dude. Wednesday gonna be so good. I got my dispatch game, bro, the finale. I love dispatch. How many of y'all play that new game called Arc Raiders? Somebody in my chat was like, you need to play Arc Raiders. I'm not gonna get it, but it did look interesting. I'm sorry, I'm not sold on it, but I can see why people like it. Do I think it's gonna last long? Not really. I don't know. I just gotta see what the updates come out look like. Dun, 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 dun. And I'll be skipping dialogue chat when it comes out to live round, except for like probably the main important pieces. But I'm gonna skip most of the dialogue and go on. I'm gonna do normal stream days. I already recorded all the Darkmoor anyway, so there's no point for me to like go live when it gets released. Pretty much, there's kind of no point. I already recorded all the main story. Everybody knows the story is pretty much already, or at least has access to it. GG's. That's crazy. Insane. Why did I say 0 points though? Oh, did I hit already my max stuff anyways? I mean, did I hit my cap? I did, so I'm not playing no more. W games, Coda. We hit the limit. Oh, I hit the limit. I like the fights and captures. Got to speed run to 180 to get the gear. If you speed run, then you can't say it's no more content. Don't speed run. Unless you got multiple characters. Don't be that guy. 2 to 1 is a great ratio though. It is. We count those W's. Or the real wins. I just wanted this anyway. It would've been cool to get this, but it's fine. I mean, I could wake up tomorrow and play Beastmoon, because it'll reset one more time. I could. Okay. A lot of these spells getting updated anyways. Let's keep them. Just win a few matches and you'll get the Lunari. Just win. That's great advice. Easy strat. Just win. Easy strat. W. I don't know why I never thought of that. Instead of losing, I should try to win. That is so impolite. You got a tier 5 Death Fairy? Bro, that's too expensive. How long does it take for you to get that much Lunari? How long does it take? I had so many characters requests, so I just won my fire at 180. Oh, okay. Not long at all. How you get that much Lunari then? That's my whole thing. It's just freaking expensive, so. You farm Beastmoon? They don't give Lunari though. Or how much Lunari do the regular seeds give? I don't think they give that much Lunari. If you crank them, they do. What do you mean if you crank them? Thought Wiz was down. It was for a second, I think, and then like it fixed itself. I don't know. I had multiple people telling me it was a problem, so I thought it was down for a second. Cause I tried to load into the game, and then a couple other people was like, "Is it up? Oh, you only got 3K. Like, is the game down?" I was like, "Oh, it might be around my streaming time," which is ironic. The one time I tried to be actually on time, irritating. Easy wins. I don't think. What? No. I'm pretty sure C's don't give Lunari. Frenzy. It's like a 0 chance they give Lunari, right? The freaking seeds. Cause ain't no way. Or they just give like 5. Yeah, they just get like battle tokens. Yeah. So, Kel, you've been playing so much Beastmoon. You just got all the Lunari. So it must have taken you a while to get to tier 5. You just don't remember. Or you just bought your way with the bundles. Okay, you can buy your way there. Oh yeah, you just played a whole bunch of Beastmoon then. You were just spamming Beastmoon for hours. And hours and hours and hours and hours. Oh, shoot. I'm Fire Wizard low 100. Anything I should be trying to get? Darkmoor gear from Castle Darkmoor. That's pretty good. The full set? Yeah. It's gonna take a little minute, but you'll get it. Full set. Can't wait for the transparency stat. People still doing this? I mean, I guess. If they're new, I guess that's why they're doing it. Are they completely new? They are! Oh! Have fun. I kind of tell they're new because of the pet. That's one of the main indicators. I'd be like, are they new or not? You can tell if this like a player, if they got like, if it's an experienced player on a low level account or a low level wizard, or just a flat out just new wizard in general. One of the main things in my opinion is the pet. Because most of the time, if it's a low level wizard, hold on. Sorry. What was I saying? Oh, you can tell the difference just by the pet alone. That's what I be telling. You doing your recordings? Where did you get the gear? The hat is from the Marley Bow Motorist pack. The robe is from the Beastmoon event. The wand is from the Battle Mage bundle. The shoes are from Lemuria. This is where the full style comes from. What video, Frenzy? Dun, 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 dun. You want to invest your points into the dev school for feint and learn your blades from the balance tree in Krokotopia. That's all you really need to learn at that point. You got enough points to. Or just invest into those points to where you can get it. So, cool things I got to run that Beastmoon event. That robe is sick. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute, but you'll get it. Oh, lore spell change. Okay, tier list. I'm gonna have to redo. I'm gonna do a video like the world and crap. I actually work on a different video idea too. I'm just writing down the ideas for it. But I want to go over Darkmoor and like the lore and just the world in general and how I rate it. I just gotta break it down to categories for myself and then break it into categories for the video and stuff. Not too complicated. I did it before, I think. So, any advice for it? Beastmoon, the learning curve. You kind of just get experience by just playing it. I'll just say study the forms. One of the easiest forms, in my opinion, is the balance Cyclops whenever it's available. That's one of the easiest forms. That was like the first form I used, and that was pretty easy, pretty simple. Another popular form, but pretty simple as well, is I would say the Storm Minnow and also the Storm Wolf. So you probably try one of those first whenever you get into Beastmoon, and study the cards and understand how they work, right? TNT Tojin on YouTube, she's a really good person on Beastmoon. She gives really detailed advice on it. But essentially, like, Beastmoon runs on a different system, right? And what I mean, like, fighting wise and everything. Most of those spells run off conditions and sort of games, but mainly conditions, right? What I mean by that is, let's say a spell does a hit in a stun, but the stun effect won't happen unless you have less than 50% health. That's like the Storm Colossus. The Storm Colossus has a Storm Snake, which does 150 damage, right? But it won't do the stun effect on the enemy if I have health that's over 50%. But if I have health that's lower than 50%, it will apply that stun effect to the opponent. Another spell like the Storm Colossus has is the Storm Elf spell, where it will do 150 damage, and it will also give a dispel if my health is lower than 50%. So it's stuff like that that happens on all characters, not necessarily for health, but just for other things. Like if the enemy already has an overtime, the spell will do some more damage or summon a minion. Or if you already have a shield, it will replace the shield with overtime. Stuff like that will happen. You just got to study the cards to see how they operate and what they do. You know, but just play the game, and cause that's how you'll get the experience, through playing with it. Cause I can explain all day, right? But you won't. Cause that's what I'll do. I'll look at the videos, but you actually have to play Beastmoon to start understanding how it works. Because how it is is that certain schools capitalize on others, like, or do damage on others. Like fire does a bit more damage. Fire does a bit more damage on ice. Ice does a bit more damage on storm, and storm does a bit more damage on fire. Right, it's a Rochambeau wheel. And then for the inner wheel, it's like life does more damage on myth, myth do more damage on death, and death do more damage on life. And they kind of counter those schools. The school they boost on is the school they're really countering, right? So ice and fire, for example. The reason fire capitalizes on ice is because the ice forms in Beastmoon usually shield all the time. Fire capitalizes on that by getting rid of shields with damage overtime spells or dots, right? So that's an example on how fire capitalizes on storm. And storm capitalizes on fire. That's the reason why fire capitalizes on ice, is because it takes away the shields through dots and stuff like that, or other condition spells where you can just take away the shields. Storm capitalize on fire, for example, because they get rid of overtime through the spells that they have. Most storm, well, I was gonna say most. There's storm spells that Beastmoon characters have where they'll do an attack on you and it will clear the overtime that you put on them. So it gets rid of the dots that you're trying to put on the storm characters. So fire is kind of obsolete when going against storm forms. You know, so stuff like that you gotta take into account when you're fighting and matching up with. Like if I'm on my fire wolf, it'll be good for me to fight against an ice player, because 9 out of 10 I have the advantage if I know what I'm doing, right? But it'll be bad for me to go against a storm character, because storms, for one, heavy hitters, and two, they just get rid of all my dots if I'm definitely on a dot based character. So just all my hits will kind of be obsolete. It just won't matter much. But yeah, I hope that helps. Don't also get rid of hills. It could. It probably do. Storm Fairy does? Oh, okay. I got Helldivers 2 plat. And now thanks to a friend. Oh, nice. I stopped playing Helldivers 2. Kind of fell off it, to be honest. Just don't care anymore. I'll go back to it when they have another major update, ain't gonna lie. But as of right now, I'm not playing it. I don't know when it works with the shadow fusion mechanics. I need to upload the tutorial. So I did the gameplay for the tutorial, I just didn't run through it. I don't know why I didn't. Some interesting stuff I found. No one has an outline, so it should be easy to record and stay on track. Just like every friend, I guess, you into the game. Nah, I put myself on the Helldivers though. It is because they kept having them. Oh, why did I hit? It is because they kept having them like bugs, them terrible. Jesus, that bug update was bad. Ain't gonna lie. That bug update with the Hive Lord and stuff, that was a bad update. It was bad. And I tried to see why it was good or bad, or at least try to say like it's good. It's a good update, da da da. But when you look at the update and how it works mechanically, like the mechanics of that fight is no, it's not. And that kind of pushed me. That was a hard push for me, bro. Ain't gonna lie, that was a hard push. Because you remember those videos of the guy I was sending you, and he kind of makes it very clear on how they're operating, and he shows proof of this how they're operating, because the devs were kind of going off the sense of like they want to make the game difficult for you for no reason, and they're trying to hit by this standard of it's called like a grunt fantasy, in the sense of where like you just got to push through it, and they make the game extra difficult with scaling up all the enemies but not letting you equal up to what the enemies do, right? So like they'll just always advance the enemies, make them faster, stronger, da da da, but they either nerf the weapons or just keep the weapons the same, or give you new weapons but they don't mean shit, right? So it's like, what are we doing? And I seen that frustration, and it got to me to where I'm like, I'm just gonna cool off on Helldivers for a moment until like a new major update happens. Like, don't be wrong, they quote unquote fixed everything, but like the war's at a point to where it's not really nothing major happening anyways. They're kind of building up a storyline, so I'll just wait till a new major update happens, and hopefully that update isn't bad. It's still $10 a month. Yeah, it is. This game should be a one-time purchase. It's an MMO though, and they got to keep paying the devs for like the 3 to 4 major updates they put out a year. So a one-time fee, I don't think would be sustainable. Just being honest, compared to other MMORPGs where they still charge monthly. With how much content the game gives you, though, it should be monthly. Yes, I think $10 a month isn't bad at all for this game, especially on the scale of what it all gives you. It's not bad at all, especially it being cheaper than some other MMOs. You know, which is boring. I don't think so. It's a lot of content. Yeah, Momiji, that's why I kind of fell off. It makes sense, right? It is that I kind of got fed up with it, you know. Thought I'd stick to 6. Anything past 6 to 10 can get frustratingly stupid. It's clear the devs don't play past 4, and the Dragon Roach is still stupid strong. It is. Oh, apparently they like made the wings weak, right? Like they made the wings actually have like health pools, so if you shoot the wings enough, it will die. But just like, man, that update was rough. That was a rough update. And it's okay if you make a game rough, right? But make it possible to complete. And there was just too many people failing missions to where it was just you can't complete them. Like that oil rig mission, right? On that Oshane world or whatever. The O'Shea world. Like we had to drive around with that oil rig. Most of the time you can't complete it because all the bugs will just destroy you instantly. Like, you know, it'll just be off stupid stuff like the Hive Lord accidentally running into it. And then you just be done with the whole mission. It'll be stupid stuff like that. But they'll be like, you know what? Let's just wait to see what else they do with it. And this is not the first time this happened too, Momoji. Like, this is not the first time this happened. It like kind of with every major update happens, this is something that results. It always ends up this way. All the time. I don't know what it is. It just all we do. When a major update happens, it's like it's something really bad. It was fun for a little bit until stupid stuff happened. I think that's why people are liking Arc Raiders. I don't know how long it's gonna last. I don't even mean to sound like that from a point to where I hate on the game or want a game to fail. I just realistically don't know how long it's gonna last because of how it operates. And I'm not completely sold on it. It looks cool from the little clips I've seen. I hope any game succeeds. But I just gotta see how it works, bro. I just gotta see how it works, man. There's nothing to do. There's a whole bunch of stuff doing Wiz. Stone Free, what's up, man? Hey, make sure y'all like the stream if you haven't already, bro. Highly appreciate y'all. That's also badly designed since they spawn crap on top of you and force you to leave anyways so they can despawn. Yes. Yeah. They like 2 steps forward, 6 steps back. Yeah, you know, and it was like they've released a whole bunch of new content. But where's the boost in the gear? You know what I mean? Like you making these enemies dumb strong. You gave the Bio Titan wings. Right? And you made them spit acid and stuff that would kill you damn near instantly. But where's the gear to accommodate that? There's none. Until they recently just updated to where the gear can actually do something. But and also another thing that frustrates me though is Moby, this is not the first time they had like a 90-day plan. It's not. They had the same plan when there was the issue with the Illuminates, when they first did that major reveal drop of the Illuminates coming back and doing all the crazy stuff. They had to take 90 days off, or 90 days with no update, to push out a major update to fix everything. Why do we have to keep going through the 90-day updates when a major event happens? It shouldn't be like that. No, you should make sure it's prepped properly. And not every time something major happens, you're just like, oh, we gonna take 90 days off to just see what happens and then fix everything after 90 days. No! First off, 90 days is kind of insane. Just gonna be honest. But no, it shouldn't be happening that frequently. It's weird. You brought a Wiz because the efficient way to play is basically playing all schools the same. It depends on what school you are, which they want to run longer. Yeah. I guess it's a hit or miss. Like, not necessarily hit or miss, but I guess it's something the devs are trying to balance. Like, they want to make sure all schools can do it. It just, They made it to the point to where all schools can literally just do the same without a challenge much. But I do think this new world, it will be a bit challenging for people. Nah, I don't know. I see how it is in team up. It's difficult, I will say. Darkmoor is difficult if you do it by yourself. Absolutely. But if you are like a team, I don't think it'll be that bad. Let me be realistic. 65 resist, 149 damage, good for a balance at 130. Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, you're good. I sold Darkmoor easy. That's cool. That's Snow Angel had an impact with pillow. Yeah, I seen that 4 damage. That joint was wicked. I don't even know how that was impossible. Which is why I want to do a fusion school thing for fun at least. Yeah, that's why I created the Storm and Death Wizard and or Death and Storm, and those created Fire and Ice. That's why I made those. To switch up my gameplay. Let's make a fun way to play the game. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Let's do one more real quick. Do this one. Trixie was Beastmoon. It's just a special event in the special events tab. You go top right, Beastmoon hunt. Side activity stuff. What if you want more things to do in Wiz? I didn't click it. Did I click it? I didn't click it. There we go. Yeah, it just kind of like Momiji, when you do like the dual schooling thing, right? You just kind of want to make sure it makes sense. You know? Wait, this it? They called a team up for this? It's crazy. I guess they didn't know what was actually in here. They probably just asked for team up. They're like, they see the sigil and got scared. I feel you. I'm gonna start working on the guild again. We gonna bring it to high production at the start of 2025. The reason I'm not gonna really put into high production now, like we'll be taking like requests to come into the guild and stuff like that, but we'll really be doing raids and stuff at the start of 2026. My bad, not 2026. The reason is because Christmas time about to start. People about to be dumb busy, and Thanksgiving as well. So I kind of don't want to like push stuff now or like try to sign up for raids now. But I said the new update's about to drop too, so people have time to play the new update, have fun with that. And by the time January hit, that's when we do it. So you know, DJ, I appreciate the 30 months, man. How you doing, bro? Shout out to DJ. Thank you for the 30. How you doing, bro? Not want to be nonsense as possible. Full decks, bad gear, and all. Jeez. To do the hard locking gameplay where you just be level 1 the whole time. Do that. I'm doing good, DJ. Appreciate you, man. I was just doing, that was like my last team up. I need to check out my seats. I got an ultra charge. I like the one fight in there. I'm pretty sure she didn't know what that sigil consisted of. She just signed it up because she was scared. I'm pretty sure she could have done that by herself. Yes, absolutely. We gonna do all that. I'm actually gonna write it down and plan out better to execute the 2026 guild stuff. You know what I mean? More efficiently. It just that I don't want to start doing stuff now because again, it's about to be Christmas time. It's about to be a new update out, so they probably got to fix some crap in the sense of how guilds will work. I want all that to kind of get tweaked out the way. Then we start doing guild activities again in 2026. But if you still want to join the guild, if anybody wants to join the guild, feel free. We're still going to decorate it and stuff. That's fine. But we're just not gonna you know, do all that extra crap. Right, guilds. Guilds are just this giant player groups where you get your own guild house and stuff, where you can do raids together, do museum farmings together to get certain items and stuff. You gotta join Discord to join the guild. Boom, 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 boom. Which is in the pinned comment. I signed into Power 101 and redeemed 4 code packs and got 3 permanent three permanent mounts. My bad. And plays and the game came out. You should really try it out though. It's really good. Really fun game. Power 101 has a really good storyline, bro. That's on fire. I need to get back to it. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Sorry the stream was late, had network issues, but hope you guys had fun. I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so I should see y'all Friday. Stream notifications and stuff and stream updates will be on Discord, so make sure you join Discord if you haven't already. Shout out to DJ for the 30 months. Shout out to Christy and Eden for all the gifts on the TikTok. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you later. Have a wonderful night, homies, and peace out, bro. Appreciate you on for subbing, man. See y'all later.